PokemonProxies.com. Like, I don't know what it is with this website, but everything takes so friggin' long to load. I mean, look at this. It's like dial-up. I actually had to check my internet speed because I just didn't believe that it was this slow. Wow, 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 wow. Hi everyone, back to the channel. Danny here with another video, and this time taking a break from doing gameplay. I actually haven't played a lot of Pokemon. So a couple of weeks ago I actually did win my first challenge ever. I've won other things. I've won local regionals and I've won cities and battle roads and all that. I won a cup, but I haven't ever won a challenge. So I've now won a challenge. So there's another one off the list. Regional is kind of the only thing left now. And then Worlds. Oh, and an IC. So getting closer to winning one of every competition. But on the way there, on the road there, we do have a new set, which, yeah, we're going to be seeing this, I think, early to mid-January, maybe end of January, something like that. I am the proud owner of 2 ETBs from the Pokemon Center. I haven't really bought ETBs for a while, especially the Pokemon Center ones. Yeah, kind of the value of it as a product sort of started to wane when I just now have too much of the little storage boxes and not enough actual physical stuff to put in the storage box. But anyway, we have bought another couple of ETBs. Will I open them is the question. I don't know yet. Depends how hype I'm feeling for the set, or if I feel like, yeah, pretty much just going to be vibes. I think vibes. So this is new stuff coming out. I believe the Japanese format, set is called Mega Dream and something else. But yeah, of course, it's a mashup set. So this is what we're getting. I haven't really looked at the cards yet, so I thought we'd do it organically with you now. So let's just go through from the beginning with the Whirlpool. Before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It really helps me out if you do that. And yeah, Whirlpool, big bite for the 20. Yeah, 20 damage. Probably going to be looking, I believe these all work together from what I understand. So it looks like Silcoon here. Oh, that is a spelling error. Oh well. When you play this card to evolve on your Pokemon during your turn, you may use this ability. Search your deck for a Cascoon or Silcoon and put it onto your bench. So that's pretty cool. Cascoon switches Pokemon with one of your bench. That's pretty bad. We've got the Beautifly here. For 1 energy, 40 damage, or for flip a coin if it's paralyzed, or 1 energy 80 times. Your opponent reveals their hand. This attack does 80 damage times the number of energy you find there. That seems pretty dumb. What's the Dustox do? Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, return an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to their hand. So we've got some synergy here. Get a lot of Dustox in play, which is easier because of the Cascading Cascoon's ability. You could even just... Oh, okay, Whirlpool evolves into Cascoon and Silcoon. I actually did not realise that. I thought it was more like a Caterpie Weedle situation, so I misunderstood that. Okay, cool. So you got your 4 Whirlpool, you got your 4 Silcoon. Probably you could just slap 2 Cascoon in there. And, yeah. You're kind of rocking and rolling at that point, aren't you? Rocking and rolling. Beautifly can do more damage if you use Dustox, put the energy back into their hand. You could even play Giovanni. Where's me? PKMN. Giovanni's Charisma, is it? Yeah. Put an energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon to their hand. Would you ever get to the point where you needed to use that if you had a lot of Dustox in play? Maybe. Maybe you also get to accelerate an energy. Not big for single energy attacker, but that might actually be relevant. You could be attaching to a Fez or something, so you're able to pivot away, something like that. Anyway, there's something there. It's pretty bad, but I like the combo. Got a new Entei. If you have at least 4 fire energy in play, this attack does 90 more damage, so we're looking at 120 for 2 fire. That's not really cutting the mustard, I don't think. I don't even think that will be good in GLC. There's got to be better. Entei. Yeah, we've got this guy. This guy's good. I think this guy's good. I don't know if he's kind of a niche. He'll be a niche play, I think. Got the rally back Entei. I feel like people do play pressure actually, because you've got the Char. You can play the Go Charizard. You probably don't even play the Go Charizard anymore. Actually, thinking about it. Okay, maybe there's not any better Entei. Maybe there's just better fire Pokemon to play. Camera, what's he doing? If this Pokemon is your at spot and takes damage, your opponent's active Pokemon is burned. Camera up to 110 for 1. If your opponent's active Pokemon isn't burnt, this attack does nothing. How are we burning? I suppose Mega Camera Up DX does burn. No, does it burn? No, I think you play the Magmortar that burns. Something like that. I can't really remember. I'm not going to keep going back to PKM. But yeah, could actually just be a good single prize attacker in the Mega Camera Up deck. Potentially. I don't know. I'd have to look at Mega Camera Up again. We get a new Snow Run with 70 HP. I have seen this. This is good for us Grimmothy Enjoyers. We get 10 more HP for the same retreat and the same weakness and the same useless attack. So all in all, better all round. Just leave it at that. Mega Frostlass, however. 50 damage times the number of cards in your opponent's hand. That's going to be the attack, isn't it? Is that ever going to be good? Can you force your opponent to have more cards in hand is the question. There are supporters that do it. There would have to be shuffle. I can't remember what's that stupid guy called? Let's try advanced. Card name, card text. Shuffle. Oh. God. You. Can I just do keywords? Does it have to be a specific sentence? Yeah. Maybe just you and your opponent. No, we're not cooking at all. No, never mind. My God. Okay. There's something, though. Is it Lucian? This guy, each player shuffles their hand and puts it to the bottom of their deck. Flip a coin if heads. There's another one. There's like a clown guy. There's a clown guy. I can't remember what he does. Anyway, ends Vanillux. No, that's bad. We're not going there. Frostmoth. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is the active spot, you may use this ability. Each player draws a card. Okay. So each player draws a card. That's the combo. Can you ever? I don't know. You could go Frostmoth. Switch. Frostmoth. Use the new stadium that lets water Pokemon switch. Going into the Mega Frostlass, so you've gone Frostmoth switch, they got at least one, Frostmoth at least two, and then you retreat. Yeah, because you get one switch, one retreat, one stadium. So yeah, you're always guaranteeing adding 100. I don't know. I think that's kind of bunk. Could this ever be a tech? Could we play Frostlass Monkey Dory? And then we've got this like tech big guy that can just swing. Maybe that's a better utility for this card. I don't know. We'll see. That is the little mega. Wait, what was that thing called? Calyrax. That's it. The icy Calyrax, right? This is the basic. This Pokemon does 20 damage when he puts Pokemon. That's just bad. Just walk away. Okay, we've got Mega Electro. So, what's the other goober called? Yeah, Electric. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh, my God, I'm so... Okay, I just had a crazy moment. I forgot that Electric was the Dynamotor. Then I remembered it was Flappy. Then I realised it's not Flappy because Flappy has rotated and Electric was reprinted. So, yeah, Electric with the Dynamotor. Holy moly. This time does 6 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Disaster Shot 190. This guy's he's a tank. He's got 350. Slapping 190. Can double snipe to the bench. Does this we get this with Miraidon, right? And with Iron Hands. I mean, this could be like potentially a slightly slower setup for your standard like Miraidon hands sort of deal. And we're just flooding Dynamotors as well, doing that sort of strategy. And then we just got Mega Electros for the late game. Big guy, big damage. Well, kind of big damage. I didn't even realize that attack paralyzed. Holy. That's kind of wild, actually. That could be really good. Could be really good for the general, like, electric thing, which isn't really going on at the moment in Pokemon. But, yeah, could be good. Could be good. Could be bringing it back. Right, we got the Helios. Oh, the Stunfisk does something. I skipped over Stunfisk. So, Stunfisk is interesting. 30 damage during opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't retreat. During your next turn, this attack damage does 100 more. So, this is interesting. This is either the worst version of Corner, which puts across the idea that they're trying to stop the kind of corner locking from being a thing or being as powerful. Or you could say that this alters the position of Corner. Yeah, I'm doing 30, but what if I get 2 and start air ballooning and stuff like that and try and just reduce the damage in general? Or you could look at this as, actually, this is going to just create free prizes for me. Free, not three. Free, you know. It's going to force me to be more aggressive, but maybe in those strategies where I'm just cornering like 8-9 times, and that's too much for my opponent to get set up. Maybe actually I just want to go aggressive, like aggressively corner and get that prize earlier. You know, it could be something. It might not be as bad as on the face value it looks, which I think on the face value it might be like, it's not as good. But if you, look into it more, I think it could work. Anyway, Heliolisk. If you play Canary from your hand, we need to remember that. I'm assuming that's a Sporter. You may use this ability once during your turn. Search your deck for 2 basic lightning energy and attach them to this Pokemon. Okay. Flip a coin flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Yeah. All right. So it's just another a fun deck, as they say. Fun deck, because you get to flip loads of coins and just fail. Is there anything like Raichu V currently in the format where you can discard the energy off it to do stuff? No, I actually can't think of anything. There may be something, but I don't think that... No, I can't think of anything. Anyway, so if Raichu V was in format, that'd be pretty good. Oh well. You may use this attack on your first turn, discard your hand and draw 5. Okay. That would be good, I think, if it had free retreat. I think it not having free retreat kind of kills it a bit. Maybe I'm undervaluing, but yeah, I feel like it should have free retreat. Trikinesis on the... Oh, Rockets Executor. Okay, we're getting Rocket... Oh, this has already been a thing, actually. I think this is not new. New. Oh, as in, this is not from Mega Dream. This is like an older thing that we never got. I think there's a few of those, actually. I think there's another one. Flip 3 coins. If all... You know, they always do my boy Executor Derry. What in tarnation? That is so bad. That's so bad. We had one recent Radiant Jirachi. He did that for 2 coin flips, bruh. And that wasn't even like the reason you played it. It was just like a really happy accident. I mean, you know, a 25% to a 12.5. Unless my math is completely wrong, but it's not, because 1 coin flip's 50-50, 2 would be 25. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. The attack dog as well. Is it 150? Where does that fit into the Rockets deck? Nowhere, really. Nowhere. Yeah, bad. Anyway, Mischievous here, we've got Ascension. Is there any other Mismagius before we look at this one? Magius. Sick. Oh, there's Miss Magius. Miss Magius? Miss Magius? Miss Magius EX. Their new Pokemon's confused. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's this. What am I doing? There's this one. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may move an energy from your opponent's active to their bet. Yeah, okay, so no. That's a nothing burger. I've never seen that. I have never seen this card. Wow. Paldea evolved. Okay. Never seen that card. Holy. That's a really cool card. Anyway. Miss Magius. We didn't actually look at it. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, put 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is great for GLC, I think. I will just preface by saying I don't play Psychic. I've played like one game of Lost Zone Psychic, which, if I'm being honest, doesn't even feel like a real deck in GLC. It's just kind of a meme deck. That might upset some people, but nah. I don't think it's good. I've never actually seen it do well, I don't think, in any game that I've ever seen it played. However, if there is a way, and I'm hoping Psychic has a way, to just consistently create a special condition on your opponent's Pokemon, such as like, but like how, well, I actually can't think of any, because I don't play Psychic, I just don't know. But you got like Fluffy Pillow, Mareep, things like that. If Psychic has something like maybe that something sits on the bench and it can create that like sleep or whatever, yeah, this could be pretty good, I think, in GLC, doing 6/6. It's like having a second, I was going to say it's like having a second Sableye, but it's not, because in order to do Sableye, you would be playing Lost Zone, and Lost Zone's bad. So it's like having like a weaker Sableye in your regular Psychic deck, which is more powerful than Lost Zone. So overall, I'd say that's good for GLC. We've got a new Rotom type as well. Search there for as many cards with Rotom in their name as you like. Wow, let's see how quickly we can deck out. This time does 30 damage for each tool attached to all your Pokemon. This should have been 1. I'm just going to say, I think even if all these Rotom have the same, don't they? Rotom. Got Rotom. Each of your Pokemon with Rotom can have 2 tools attached. Okay, yeah. So, alright. If the Gadget Show attack was 1 colorless, I still don't think this deck would have been good. Right? It's just bad. Well, this guy's pretty cool. Forgot about this guy. Yeah, no. It's bad, right? Because you're like, that's still a meme deck. The fact that they did these guys dirty like this, I think, is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I do not agree with it at all. Yeah, this one's also going in the bin as well, so we can skip that. I wasted a lot of time on that card. During opponent's last turn, if any of your Hops Pokemon were knocked out, this attack does 130. This is a Hops Trev. Shout out to Trev. During opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. I don't know, I think Hops might be too far gone, even for Big Trev to get involved and help him out. Spectria. Now, this is one I have seen. You know, because Guardian needed more tools, so now it's got discard all energy from this Pokemon. Place 12 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Why not? Why not? Oh, you've got Shaman or something protecting your bench? Not anymore. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just another string for I mean, I'm not going to go on a Guardi rant, but like, they're just making sure this guy has the send-off of send-offs, right? Oh my god, that's been in there. There we go. The absolute send-off. Let's just give him as many tools as we can. What are these lunatic players going to do with Gardevoir right before it rotates? Let's learn something today. Let's see what we can do. Let's give it Spectria as well. So we've got Spectria now to go into Guardi. I don't know. Look, I'm not actually a Guardi player either. Maybe this is like mid. Seems pretty good though to me. This seems pretty good on a basic. Yeah, decent. Rocket's Doug. I haven't seen what this card does yet, but I know that it's a thing. Oh, Diglett's hilarious as well. Whenever Whenever any of your opponent's Pokemon move from the active spot to their bench during your opponent's last turn, put 2 damage on the Pokemon. Whenever any of your opponent's Pokemon move from the active to their bench during your opponent's turn, how is that like a deck that's going? Like, oh, it counters the Water deck of Doom. That would be a great matchup, right? The Water deck where you're switching your Frostmoth into the active for your Mega Frostlass. And you're just facing down Dugtrio, who's just slapping you 2 counters every time. That's just bad. That is just bad. Oh well. Medicham. If you don't have exactly 7 cards in your hands, there's a lot of this going around. 150. This attack does nothing. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of cards in this deck, in this set, that are like really specific requirements for a high damage attack for a low energy. I wonder if Pokemon are going to be moving into that a bit more moving forward. It's kind of strange. When this Pokemon is knocked out, this is Mega Hawlucha. Flip a coin from damage. Yeah, flip a coin. If heads, this attack is this Pokemon not knocked out and has 10 life. So this one's interesting. It can actually do it infinitely. It's not like Pikachu, where you can just like slap a counter on him. Hawlucha can potentially just never die. It can just never die. If you have the luck, of the Pixies on your side, then Mega Hawlucha might be for you. It can never die until you face a Munkidori and then you just die. But anyway, it's pretty cool. 250 HP on a 3-prizer is pretty bunk. We don't like that. I'd probably say that is a bit of a deal breaker. Bravery Charm up to 300, Lively Stadium 330. Okay. But pretty specific. Somersault Dive, 120 damage. If there's a Stadium card in play, this attack does 140 more damage than discard Stadium. 260 for 3 fighting. Potentially infinite, unkillable. I've heard a lot of people trash this card. If you can accelerate to him, which off the top of my head I can't really think of anything, but there probably is something. Yeah, if you can accelerate to him, maybe this guy's actually cooking. Maybe he is cooking. Maybe there is something there. We'll have to wait and see with Hawlucha. Hawlucha sometimes is surprisingly powerful. Some Hawlucha cards. There was one. Might even be the first one. Hawlucha. See, they always have like... Well, they don't always, but they often have these attacks that are... They just like seem bad, but then there might be this random case where it's actually really good. This guy here. Damage from this Pokemon's attack isn't affected by weakness and resistance. Yeah, it just like... It's like, it reads okay, but then it has this really, really good usage. So it's always worth looking at Hawlucha for that. Right, what does Charcoal do in here? This Pokemon takes 20... Oh, okay, right, Cold. This stat does 140 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you don't have 10 or more basic fighting energy in your discard pile, this stat does nothing. It's another one. It's another really... it's another really specific thing for a low cost. Okay. And no, even with Lunar Rock, I don't think so. Okidogi. This guy looks terrible. This is a terrible Okidogi. This attack does 60 more damage for each prize card your opponent took during their last turn. Is that what happens after Hawlucha dies? You do 120, 200, no. Moving on. Rocket's Haunch Crow. Finally, we get to evolve on Murkrow. Discard any number of support cards with Team Rocket in their name from your hand. 60 damage for each card discard. Oh, baby, we're back! This is the guy. I can't remember what Rocket's Murkrow does. I think it's like a bit silly, isn't it? Look at that artwork. That's my favourite artist there, Kamiya. Anyway. Rocket's Murkrow, Deceit. Search your deck for a support card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Choose Torment. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, yeah. Choose their attack during your opponent's next turn. That Pokemon can't use this attack. Pretty cool. Cool if you can lock your opponent active and just torment them. Literally torment them into next week. Rocket's Honchkrow. Could be good. Could be good. Porygon. Rocket's Porygon. You're already trying to play all the Rocket supporters anyway. maybe this is what it needed. Get hype. Great artwork for the Zigzagoon. Obstagoon. This type does 17 damage times the number of damage counts on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's what I'm talking about. I like attacks like that. Is it good? I don't know. Stage 2. Is there anything dark that Stage 2 really... is there anything dark that can handle playing Stage 2s? I suppose you got Gengar, haven't you? Things like Gengar. Mega Scraft. This is bad. I don't think I'm gonna read it. This Pokemon is in the active spot when it takes damage. Put 5 on your opponent. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand and discard it. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Yeah, very annoying. That's very annoying. I don't think it's good though. Pangoro. If you have a Pancham on your bench, this attack does 200 for 3 dark. I don't know. I'm just speeding up now because I've been rambling. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Yeah, we've seen stuff like that be really good previously with... Oh, do you know what? There it is. Mega Jirachi. Not Mega Jirachi. Radiant Jirachi. Is that what that thing did? If this Pokemon's active spot is knocked out, search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, actually, the attack... Yeah, the attack's a big part of playing that card, to be fair. Yeah. Anyway, memories. You only get 1 with Petrum. Moving on. Man, I was going to say, they never make a good Bishop. They don't need to know anymore because they got King Gambit. Attacks used by this Pokemon do 30 more damage. Your opponent's active for each prize card your opponent's taken. Charizard EX, baby. But it's not very good, I don't think. In fact, that's the same numbers as Charizard, isn't it? 180. But it's just as an ability for some reason. Yeah, okay. Metal's not really doing a lot, I don't think, at the moment. I don't think that's doing anything too useful. One of the big things about Charizard EX is that it is super tanky. Oh, new Dragonair. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. If this Pokemon has any energy cards attached to it, search your deck for 1 evolution Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand. Here we go. Dragon GLC just got a lot better. This is the one. Dratini's got 80, but does have 2 retreat as well. I think I'd rather just play the Buddy Puffinable Teenies. Let's have a look. 60. No, this guy. Yeah, 70 HP. Oh, he's got 70. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage. Maybe. Yeah, I'd rather play one of these two, I think. One of these two is the one. Oh, there's no, this one here or this one here. That one does have 2 retreat also, but the ability is pretty broken. So maybe we do that. Anyway, we're not playing him. Dragonair is great. If this Pokemon has an energy... Yeah, you can just do it every turn. As soon as you get 1 energy on him, which is good. Crisping that. Cool. And of course, the main man, Mega Dragonite EX. 370 HP is huge. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench. Yeah, so Dynamo, right? Oh, okay. With Mega Electros. Could be a thing. Slapping 330. Dynamotoring. Surprise Electros. But I suppose if you're playing Megas, they're going to take 3. And then you'd have to... I mean, how do you concede 2 to make the Electros worth it? I mean, just paralyze. Anyway. Rayquaza. We're getting a good one. This Pokemon switches from the bench to the active. Yeah. Dragon GLC. Oh my god. It got better. That's the one. We got a revenge. We got another revenge attacker. Because the other one was... Oh, Druddigon is... Druddigon is a revenge attacker. Does loads of damage. This is just switching to the active slap. Very good for GLC. Of course, End Zekrom. This is a huge one. I'm definitely going to start playing Zekrom again. Ends Zoroark. There's a lot of Zeds in the Zoroark deck. This is what he gets Shred, finally, which is fantastic. Go through any of your opponent's effects. And Rampaging Thunder, 250. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. No one cares. That's fine. This is going to be huge for End Zorok. Going forward. Knick-Knack carrying. Search your deck for a Pokemon tool card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. Okay, what's Noivern? What's he up to? If this Pokemon has a tool... Is this a reprint? I'm sorry. I feel like I've seen this before. On a different Pokemon... Appleton? No, not really. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, it looks familiar. He has free retreat, which is cool. Flip a coin of heads. Tries next time fentanyl damage from an effective attacks done to this Pokemon. This Pokemon has a tool. It does 140. I don't know. Being psychic and dark as well in GLC, I don't see it. I don't see it in standard. Do I see it in standard? Don't know. Light Ball attached to Pikachu EX, and Pikachu EX does 50 more damage. So that's right. Your Terra Pikachu can now hit the new magical 350. It's going to help against some big guys. It's going to help against Charizard. It's going to help if your opponent's got the like a Mega Absol with the Bravery Charm defensive. Lively Stadium does ruin you though, so you have to get rid of that as well. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be good. Thick Scales. Oh, here we go. Dragon again. The Dragon Pokemon's card attached to you takes 50 less damage from Grass, Fire, Water, and Lightning. I don't know, maybe. Probably not, though. Canary, which goes with the Heliolosk. That guy. Discard one card from your hand. In order to use this card, search your deck for up to 4 lightning Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. Let me read that Helio again. You may use Canary. Search your deck for 2 basic lightning energy and attach them to this Pokemon. Okay, so Heliolisk. So Canary for Pokemon, Heliolisk for energy. E-Switch? I don't know. Anyway. Athena and Concordia is dog. We're not looking at that. And attacks used by each Terra Pokemon in play costs 1 more. I think this is pretty good. I think this is going to be pretty good. It's going to help create issues for... Well, I say this is pretty good. If EV Box is a problem for you and your deck and you can run it, then this is a cool tech. If there's nothing else. Same to Terra Box. It's going to help against Dragapult and Charizard. Potentially, if you have a deck that has weak matchup spreads, particularly into Dragapult and Charizard, then this tech could be powerful. Seems particularly powerful against Dragapult. Dragapult doesn't necessarily play a lot of stadiums. And also is not accelerating energy. So being able to Night Mine would be pretty big against Dragapult. Yeah, I could see this being a played card. Yeah, I'm quite excited for Night Mine, actually. That's pretty good. I could see that being interesting for the format. Very excited about the Enzachrom. I'm excited to update my Dragon GLC deck as well. I was thinking, this always comes up. Like, so I've got tickets to Birmingham, so that's cool. And then it comes the, oh shit, I haven't updated my GLC decks. So when we play casuals, my decks are underpowered and underdeveloped and unoptimized. So always dampens the experience. So I've got to get in there quick, actually, make sure everything's up to date for Birmingham. But we're going to play some UVS as well. So anyway, that is my review. Is this the whole set? Seems like a tiny... I knew this was a small set, but I didn't know how small. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my 35 minutes of rambling. It's probably going to be less, actually, because I think I've got some dead space here and there I'll have to cut. Anyway, once again, please do like, subscribe. Let me know what your favourite cards from Ascended Heroes are in the comments below. And, hey, if you're around, when you're seeing this, if you're around Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 30th. Is that right? I'm going to check that. Let me check that. Bear with. Where's the Cups and Challenges dates? Yes. Yeah, well, I don't know why I just completely skips out. So this coming Sunday, the 30th of November, I'm going to be at Bridge Troll Cup. Hopefully see you there. If I do see you there, say hello. And if you are saying hello, then you're probably someone that's seen me a lot. And you're going to be like, dude, this is cringe. So yeah, if you're there, I'll see you there. I'm going to bring the camera and hopefully record some games as well. Should be fun. That's going to do it for me, everyone. I will see you all next time. Thanks.